Welcome back to the Britannia Coin Company. We're a coin dealer based in Royal Wootton Bassett in the UK. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for more rare coins to add to their coin collections. There are so many ways that you can come by rare coins, and today we're going to be looking at ways you can find more rare coins for your coin collection. Many people get into coin collecting through coins that they have first found in their change. There are plenty of rare coins to look out for. Paying with cash is definitely on the decrease, but it is one way to potentially get your hands on some lovely rare coins at face value, rather than paying for them at their numismatic or collector's value. The Kew Gardens 50p is the holy grail of UK circulated coins, and it sells for up to £200, which isn't a bad markup for a 50p piece. Getting one in your change for 50p is the absolute dream. It is not as far-fetched as you may think though. One of my colleagues actually got one in change a few months ago, and we're always hearing of new stories of people finding them, so they are still out there. Of course, there's also the 29 Olympic 50p coins. If you want a full rundown on the rarity of each of the coins, then check out our previous video on that topic. But any Olympic 50p is a desirable coin which will garner more than their face value. From the most common archery to the hardest to find football, these can make for great trades or sales to go towards the rare coins that you're after. Naturally, the rarest coins in circulation are going to be amongst the hardest to find, but the only way you'll guarantee you won't find them is if you give up looking. We see a lot of hammered coins and other historic coins from metal detectorists. With thousands of years worth of coins being produced for trade across the nation, plenty have fallen out of pockets, been stashed away and forgotten about, or left in a place of significance. These can be real treasures of gold or silver, and there are plenty of metal detectorist organisations and clubs up and down the country which you can join to get advice or places to detect through them. Of course, there are laws surrounding what needs to be done with your finds, so it's definitely worth making sure that you're working within the laws, but you never know. That news story about a new hoard being found by a metal detectorist could be you next. Of course, there are coin dealers like ourselves who stock a range of ancient, hammered, milled or modern coins. You can have a browse of our website to see what treasures we have. As usual, there'll be links in the description of this video so you can peruse at your own pace. But we have plenty of coins which you can add new and rare ones to your collection from. It's not just online though, we have a brick and mortar shop you can come to, or you can catch us at some of the many coin shows and coin fairs which are held regularly across the country. One benefit you get when buying from a trusted source like ourselves is the security that what you have bought is the real deal. We test and verify our coins, so you can buy without fear of being disappointed. There are auction sites as well, whether numismatic auctions or more general auction sites, with one certain brand springing to mind. You do have to be careful though when buying from general auction sites though. We have seen some real horror stories of individuals sinking large sums of money into collections and certain coins which have ended up not being as described. Caution needs to be taken when checking prices too. You don't have to look long before you can find incredibly common coins that you'll easily come across in just your change, but whacked onto the internet by unscrupulous people or individuals who don't really know what they're doing for humongous markups. So, like with anything, do check around thoroughly before parting with your hard-earned money. Communication is going to be a real benefit to you as well. The more people that know that you're interested in coins, the more eyes and ears you will have open, either looking through their own coins, or if someone comes into a collection one way or another, you can be recommended to look through that collection, and means you might have the opportunity to acquire these coins first. Plenty of coin collections are left to people as inheritance who don't share the love or interest in the hobby, and this can be a really tricky time for them, especially if they don't know what they have or how to find out what they have. You could serve as a great guide or even steer them in the right direction to people who can assist if a collection is a little bit out of your own field of expertise. If hunting through your change doesn't quite scratch the itch, then you might be able to get your hands on larger quantities of coins from your bank or post offices. Now, some of these places will have a limit on the quantity that you're able to get, but you won't know until you've asked and tried. The more you look through, the more chances you have at finding those elusive coins to either add to your own collection or to sell and buy the coins that you really want. As a personal recommendation, having a plan to get rid of the majority of the coins, which are common ones and you'll come across mainly, will serve you well, otherwise you'll end up with bags of common coins sitting around. You can always sell up and trade up. If you have a bunch of coins which you've acquired one way or another, over time their value will increase, whether they become more desirable or just the quantity is increased, and you can treat these almost as a savings method to be cashed in at some point and used to purchase a rare coin that you're really interested in. When you're on holiday, it gives you a great opportunity to look through different coins. Whether you are in the USA, rifling through quarters, looking for those state and park reserve collections, or if you're in one of the 19 European countries looking to fill your map of Europe with coins from each of the issuing countries, the world is your oyster. If you're hunting through coins outside of your home territory though, you should really read up on what the rare coins you want to find are. Imagine coming to the UK as a tourist and getting a Commonwealth Games £2 coin in your change and spending it thinking nothing of it. Now, you don't want to be the tourist in Monaco that spends a Grace Kelly Memorial €2 coin. That would really sting. There are plenty of communities online now that you can tap into for information about coins the world over, or just to buy and sell or trade with other like-minded individuals. You may have coins in your own collection that aren't as interesting to you as to someone else, and vice versa. These online communities could assist you in acquiring more rare coins within your own niche. Equally, coins which are common to find in your country might be rarer coins to find abroad, so finding someone else in another country to enable you to trade with them will help you add more coins to your collection. There are plenty of shops that don't specifically deal with coins, which can end up with some rare coins that you might be able to purchase. For instance, jewellery shops which buy in silver or gold coins for their metal content rather than their collector's value. If they don't look into the numismatic value, then you might be able to get some real bargains, paying just the melt value or the value of the metal, which can with some coins be less than their value to a collector. There are other vendors like this, such as pawnbrokers, precious metal dealers, and although some will have an interest in the numismatic value, you might be surprised to find that this isn't always the main focus. Car boot sales, estate sales, or yard sales too are potential gold mines for getting your hands on some rare coins as well, especially if they've been lumped together without the research into each coin to check their values. I've heard many stories of people getting collections, jars or boxes full of coins at incredibly low prices for what they are really worth. You can make the most of your acquired knowledge in the hobby to spot a really good bargain and add some lovely rare coins to your collection. We have plenty of video guides to the various aspects of the hobby if you want to learn more about the wider variety of coins as well. Overall, there are plenty of ways to add more rare coins into your collection, from buying them to finding them. Let me know in the comments how you've come across some of the rarer coins in your collection, and if you have any other hints or tips as to ways that people can find or get their hands on more rare coins, we'd love to know in the comments as well. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel too. It's free to do and it means you won't miss out on any of our future uploads. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, where we post lots of pictures of our coins. We're on Twitter and TikTok. We've got our shop and online store, but I'll see you next time for more amazing coins from the Britannia Coin Company.